Unbelievable facts of the world that you need to know. 1. Plastic in the ocean. There are more than 5 trillion pieces of plastic floating in the world's oceans, forming large garbage patches. These patches can have devastating effects on marine life. 2. Wealth inequality. The world's richest 1% own more than twice as much wealth as the remaining 99%. This vast wealth gap continues to widen in many countries. 3. Deforestation. Every year, an estimated 18 million acres of forest, equivalent to 27 soccer fields per minute, are lost due to deforestation. This has severe consequences for biodiversity and contributes to climate change. 4. Water scarcity. Despite water covering about 70% of the Earth's surface, only 2.5% of it is fresh water, and less than 1% is accessible for human use. Water scarcity affects millions of people worldwide. 5. E-waste. Approximately 50 million metric tons of electronic waste are generated each year. Improper disposal of electronic waste poses environmental and health risks due to the toxic materials contained in electronic devices. 6. Human trafficking. It is estimated that there are over 40 million victims of human trafficking globally, including forced labor, sexual exploitation, and child trafficking. 7. Air pollution. Air pollution is responsible for more than 4 million premature deaths each year. It is a major environmental risk factor that contributes to various health problems, including respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. 8. Extinction crisis. The current rate of species extinction is estimated to be 1,000 times higher than the natural background rate, primarily due to human activities such as habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change. 9. Food waste. Approximately 1/3 of the food produced for human consumption, equivalent to 1.3 billion tons, is lost or wasted each year. This contributes to hunger, environmental degradation, and economic losses. 10. Child labor. Despite international efforts, around 152 million children worldwide are still engaged in child labor, depriving them of their childhood and access to education. 11. Ocean acidification. The world's oceans have absorbed about 30% of the carbon dioxide produced by human activities, leading to ocean acidification. This poses a severe threat to marine ecosystems, particularly coral reefs and shell-forming organisms. 12. Cybercrime costs. The global cost of cybercrime is estimated to exceed $1 trillion annually. Cyber attacks, including ransomware and data breaches, continue to be a major threat to individuals, businesses, and governments. 13. Mental health crisis. Mental health disorders affect over 1 billion people globally, making mental health issues one of the leading causes of disability worldwide. Stigma and lack of access to mental health services contribute to this crisis. 14. Gender pay gap. On average, women globally earn about 16% less than men for the same work. This gender pay gap persists across various industries and is a reflection of systemic gender inequality. 15. Air quality in cities. More than 90% of the world's population breathes air that exceeds the World Health Organization's air quality guidelines, leading to millions of premature deaths annually due to respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. 16. Space debris. There are over 128 million pieces of space debris orbiting the Earth, including defunct satellites and fragments from previous space missions. This poses a threat to active satellites and future space exploration. 17. Access to clean water. Despite progress, around 2.2 billion people globally still lack access to safely managed drinking water, leading to waterborne diseases and other health issues. 18. Global refugee crisis. As of the latest data, there are over 82 million forcibly displaced people worldwide, including refugees, asylum seekers, and internally displaced persons. Conflicts, persecution, and violence contribute to this humanitarian crisis. 19. Deficit in education. Approximately 265 million children and adolescents around the world are out of school, hindering their access to basic education and opportunities for personal development. 20. Cyber espionage. Nation-state cyber espionage is a growing threat, with governments engaging in covert cyber activities to gain access to sensitive information, disrupt infrastructure, and conduct intelligence operations. 21. Arctic ice melt. The Arctic is warming at more than twice the global average rate, leading to significant ice melt. If current trends continue, the Arctic could be ice-free in summer by the middle of the century, with profound implications for global sea levels and ecosystems. 22. Land degradation. About one-third of the Earth's land is currently degraded due to human activities such as deforestation, unsustainable agriculture, and urbanization.